Hi, Rich. How are you today?
Hello, Frank. How can I help you today?
I'm working on a paper for an English 121 course, and maybe it's easier if I just show you. I'm going to try to screen share here,
Okay.
so hopefully you can see my paper.
How I cope with stress?
Yep.
Okay.
So they're asking for the prompt is to determine, things that stress you out, and um, mine is kind of school really stresses me out, and then how you cope with stress. So this is the beginning of the paper that I have, but I'm kind of stuck, feeling like it's not really flowing that well.
Well, your title suggests that you're trying to cope with stress.
Right.
So, right now, it seems like you're talking about things that stress you out and how you react to that. So, uh, what exactly is your goal there? Are you trying to go for what stresses you out or how you can sort of unwind and relax and deal with that?
Well, I think it's more of the latter, right? To try to, write about how to unwind and relax.
Okay. Then you might want to think of some ways that you can do that. I would say to help you get started with your paper, you're probably going to want to start with a thesis statement, and then you can build an outline of ideas from there.
Okay.
So, what sort of ways do you do uh, relaxation, coping, and dealing?
Well, I like to golf, so that's probably my main stress reliever.
Okay. Typically, a thesis statement is probably going to want to give a couple of supporting reasons to back up the purpose, the goal of your paper. Usually about three. Are there like two other things that you can unwind with?
Yeah, I have a couple of young kids at home, so I like to kind of unwind and relax with them and play with them. And the other thing that I try to do that I don't do enough of is like meditation, breathing techniques to try to get some
Okay.
oxygen and just kind of relax.
All right.
Um,
Cool.
so I can definitely write about those things.
All right. So that should give you a couple ideas that you can work with. I would say your introduction, you're probably going to want to change the tone of that right now, since you're talking about the things that deal uh, things where you're having a hard time dealing with it. Um, but some of that stuff could be good because then you could use that to set up how you deal with that too. It's
Okay.
probably going to be something a lot like I can cope with stress by doing A, B, and C, and thinking about those different ideas that you came up with. And
Okay.
with that, you can sort of keep that same organization. So, like if you go with meditation as the first one, your first body paragraph should probably be about meditation too. So you keep that organization that you promised in your thesis statement, and so you can use that as a sort of a map for how you're going to write your paper later. To start thinking about some different ideas you can brainstorm, and that's going to help you write the paper a lot more easily from there.
Okay. Well, awesome. That gives me a lot of good information to help me kind of continue with this paper. And if I need any more help, I'll certainly reach out to you guys at NetTutor. So I appreciate the help.
Cool. Happy to help.
All right. See ya.
Have a good one.